Yo, what is up, y'all? Chavis here. Say hello to the turkeys. I am back for a new review for the new project from Dominic Fike. So when it comes to Dominic Fike, I really was not a big fan of the project he dropped. I want to say it was 2020, 2021, something like that. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure that was the last time he dropped that last album. And yeah, that last album just was not a very huge fan. I thought the album was very dull. The previous one, I thought it was very dull. I thought it just didn't. It just felt so just kind of just mad. You know what I mean? Like the songs themselves weren't terrible. I just feel like it got very. You know those like style of like alt pop songs that get very dull, but don't necessarily sound bad, but just get dull. That's kind of what the previous project of his kind of felt like. So, when I saw he was coming out with a new project, Sunburn, I was kind of curious to see where he would go. I was curious to see how he would improve from the previous one. And I mean, so I heard the project, and I'll say that it was a step up for sure from the previous one. I feel like Sunburn had some very good songs here. I felt like this one had some good songs. Some of the songs were still that very like alt pop type of sound still. I felt like the majority of the songs were very, like content wise, I feel like it was very heavily like focused on like him going away. So I feel like that part of the project I for sure like enjoy. I feel like, you know, content wise, he was really talking about, you know, the trauma he's gone through in life. You know, he was talking about his mom. You know, he was talking about the problems he had with his mom. You know, problems with his mom. Just some troubles he's been through with relationships. And just some of the happier times it's kind of in his life that he kind of talked about here too. And so I feel like throughout all of this project, content-wise, he was kind of talking about himself going away. Like, this project was like him going away is what I really enjoyed about this project, and why I feel like this project was an improvement from the previous one. Like, he talked about, you know, all the experience in the life he's gone through. And I feel like anytime you kind of tell your truth, I feel like that will kind of resonate with, you know, some people. So I feel like that part of the project for sure was really good. The one problem I still had with this project was, like, yes, some of the songs on here were great. The guitar playing on here was great. I feel like some of the songwriting on here was kind of a step up too from the previous one. But I feel like really some of the songs on here were just still very just so bland still. Like sonically. Like, I feel like some of the songs really didn't really go anywhere. I feel like he didn't really take you anywhere crazy sonically still. Not necessarily content-wise, but sonically. He really didn't go anywhere. Like, I feel like he just kind of kept with the same kind of, like, alt-pop sound throughout the project, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I just feel like for 15 songs, I feel like you should at least try to change it up a little bit. Like, I feel like that was kind of the problem here still. That the same problems I had with the previous project, I still kind of had with Sunburn. while it did feel more personal to him, I feel like sonically it just really was not really very. It was not very exciting. It was not very like. It was, like really sonically speaking, there was not much really going on throughout this project. Very sonically, like, I feel like he had a feature on here from a Weezer, sorry, and yeah, that feature just felt very like anytime you see a feature from a Weezer, I feel like you kind of know what to expect from the project. Not saying there's anything bad with necessarily with them. I just feel like you kind of know what to expect because they kind of have that alt pop sound too. So you kind of knew what to expect from the project. But that speaking though, so I kind of knew what to expect going in. It was going to be similar in sound to the previous project, though I do feel like his songwriting has improved. Like content-wise, it was for sure an improvement on the content-wise. I just feel like sonically still, it was still just very mediocre still. There's just not much really going on there. So I feel like with that saying, I feel like I won't go back to this project very, very much. My favorite song on there was probably 4x4 because I feel like that was his most personal song on there, where he talked about the struggles he's still trying to face while he's successful. Because I feel like that really talked about how he truly really feels. So I feel like that was probably my favorite song with there, and sonically too. It actually sounded very well sonically. But I feel like just majority of the project was just kind of the same bland type of feel sonically that I kind of had a problem with his previous project though too. So I feel like that's kind of where I stand here on this project. I mean, yes, I know there are some hardcore Dominic Fike. He has some fans. He has some very hardcore fans. So I understand why that sound might come off to y'all so good. I just feel like for me, that alt pop sound throughout the project, I just can't sit there and hear that for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he was for sure an improvement. He stepped up though from the previous one, is what I'm trying to say. So not great, not terrible, just kind of just meh. You know what I mean? Just kind of meh. You know what I mean? But yeah. Besides that though, y'all comment y'all's thoughts down below. How do y'all feel about this project? Do y'all feel like he improved from the previous project he dropped? How do y'all feel about this whole thing? Comment y'all's thoughts, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Don't have to keep saying it. Y'all know what to do. Oh, and by the way, so I now have the threads. So if y'all want to, go follow my threads is the same as my Instagram. It's also down below my channel too. So y'all can go follow my threads. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Say goodbye to the turkeys, and I'll see y'all soon. Goodbye.